'Cause it seems to me that the more I try, the more I see, the less I understand. And I go for you, and I wish you weren't. So I go to dream
Happy Friday, everyone! Welcome to, well, it should be the Gaming Friday, but I swapped the Gaming Friday and the WedTruckSim around so I could play Stray on Wednesday. So I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 on Friday this week instead. But regardless, I almost said Happy Wednesday. Happy Friday, everyone! Thank you so much for joining. Tony, Yes Dry. Who else is here? I don't know who's here. But regardless, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. And Yes Dry, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. That is super appreciated. So guys, I hope your week has been a good one so far. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from whatever I got last week. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Well, it probably wasn't important. Anyway, so I was gonna do this on Wednesday, but like I said, I swapped the Wednesday stream for the Friday stream, so I could play Stray, you know, the cat game, on Wednesday. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So because of that, I'm gonna be playing ETS2 today, while normally I would be playing some random game. But anyway, I wish there was a dragon flying around this background here, Morningstar. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. Right. What I was going to say is I remembered. Today is not a moderation stream, for the record. I'm just gonna be driving around, doing deliveries, that sort of stuff. So let's get started. Let's get out of the main menu. And a happy Saturday and good morning. Where am I? Stu, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. Happy Friday or Saturday if it's already Saturday for you. I had a close call this morning. My dryer caught on fire. Oh my god. My trailer, but I got control and all is good. Thank goodness. Fires are a very dangerous thing. My family's car caught on fire in the year 2000. I got burned on that occasion. So I know very well what it's like. Right. Let me load the save just so I don't have to have my driver sleep, and then we'll pick a load. I kind of feel like going to the United Kingdom today. Are you there? Nice. Let's see if I can find you. Ah, there you are. Stu Steads. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I hope so. If not, do correct me, please. Right, I loaded the save just so my driver would not need to sleep. So I am in Lille. I think that's how I pronounce it. I don't speak French. And let me see if there's anything going to the UK. Right, let's see. Cargo market, because I have my own trailer today. Brussels, I'm not going to Brussels. Luxembourg, that's not in the UK. Southampton. Yeah, why don't we take some sheep wool to Southampton? That sounds good, right? Alright. Let's see. Let's turn everything on. But how many people are here? Too many. Ew, I don't like people. Alright, let's get driving. Alright, how the fudge am I gonna get out of here now? Okay, I hope 47 here is not going to move while I am creeping through. I mean, he can move, just don't move outside of the NCZ, please. Alright, he waited until I was clear. Good. I think I rubbed against the rail there. Honestly, I thought that Scania was gonna run a red light and go straight. That's why I hugged the wall, basically. Let's turn here. And we should be picking up our load in this company over here. My turn was way too wide. I was playing American Truck Simulator earlier. My brain did not shift back to ETS2 yet. Alright, let's see here. Cargo market. Excuse me. Southampton, yes. Let's collect our load. I'm gonna have to do a little more maneuvering here, but that is fine. Also, this time I'm not using my usual dragon paint job, and I feel like going green and yellow. Because these colors are pretty. Also, I did say that today is not a moderation stream, but as usual, if I have to do any sort of moderation, because I don't have streamer mode enabled, I will temporarily hide the stream from, the game from the stream, as I have done before. But hopefully that's not gonna happen. Also, yes, I am gonna do a moderation stream soon. I just don't know when yet. I don't like this route. I don't like this route. No, I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Yeah, this is good enough. Or at least not as bad as it would normally be. For the record, those of you who know me already, you know that I hate this region over here. Lille, Liège, Düsseldorf, Cologne, Dortmund, Rotterdam. This is as close as I will get to this area. I dislike this area so much that I kid you not, I will never willingly set my wheels on Calais, Brussels, and especially Duisburg again. Never. Or even the roads connecting these areas here. And that is why I decided to take this route here. This is as close as I'm gonna get to this area here willingly. And even now, I am actually tempted to set the route like this, just so I don't have to go there. But this here is fine enough. Just hope nothing too bad is gonna happen. Excuse me. Anyway, let's go. I accidentally turned off the engine. Oops. I know how to drive, I promise. Alright, let's get on the highway and then I will check the ETA. Or at least up to that traffic light over there. Go. Of course, this guy had to run a red light, didn't he? Let's see, what is the ETA? Roughly 5 hours in-game time. It's gonna be a very quick trip. Last time I drove on the UK, it was on a stream as well. Last time I drove there, for a second I thought the car was driving the wrong way. And that is exactly what I'm gonna be talking about now. Last time I drove in the UK, I almost had a head-on collision with another guy who was driving the wrong way, right on my face. If I had not braked and swerved into the shoulder, we would have crashed. Needless to say, I had to hide the game from the stream for a couple minutes. Because hammers had to be swung, if you know what I mean. taking an exit right here. By the way, if you hear voices on the background, my neighbors are being a little bit loud. It is Friday night after all. They're having a... That was not supposed to happen. It's going a little faster than it should have. So, how heavy is this cargo, by the way? 13 tons. It's quite light. Ah, see? That is how you properly greet other drivers on the road, guys. Not by honking unnecessarily. You flash your high beams just like that guy did, and I responded accordingly. That is how you do it. Where are we? All right. Here. All clear. Let's go. Even though this area here is super close to the Calais-Duisburg region, it is completely empty. If this was American Truck Simulator, even with the same amount of players on the map, on the server, this area here would not be this empty. I promise you. Okay, let's stop at this little red light here. I didn't know this was here. Here we go. Just hope nobody's gonna plow through and slam me on my face. I mean, why would they? It's empty here. I'm the only soul in this area right now. So hold on, where are we going, by the way? Are we taking a boat or the train? We're taking the train. For the moment I thought we were going to be taking a boat. And we're gonna have to take an exit? Probably. I will, yes, but on the left, not on the right here. So let's stick this lane. Alright, what's going on there? Why is that? What are you doing? Why is 633 there? Alright, well, whatever was happening there seems to have been resolved. Oh, they added traffic lights here. Good. Is the guy singing on the CB? It better not be. Guys, please behave yourselves. Is a cute plushie. All right, how exactly does the traffic lights cycle work in this intersection here? Is it gonna turn green for me and that guy at the same time? I hope not. I have a green. I'm assuming both of those have a red. Should have. Right, here we go. Judging by what people are saying on the game chat, stuff is happening. But I am not doing moderation right now. I hope I won't have to. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to skip to the next song. This part of this song is kind of annoying. The Fat Rat. This entire playlist are songs by The Fat Rat. And The Fat Rat has many good songs. Most of them are amazing. But there's always that one or two that are not as good. And that one that was playing, that was a mix, a compilation of several songs into one, by the way. That particular one, not so good. For my taste, anyway. The only reason that one is there is because it is a compilation. Let's turn here. Hey, there's the train station already. I haven't been here in a while.
Guten Tag.
I don't know what exactly Guten Tag means, but I do know that is a greeting. It's German, isn't it? I think it is German. Alright, here we are. Let's indicate and turn right here. Just shush with the horns. Oops, why did it turn on the headlights? Alright, let's go to Folkestone. Now, mental note, drive on the left. Wait, is my axle lifted? No, it wasn't. Okay. So from here, the ETA is roughly 2 hours. Oh, I should stop at a gas station. I'm at about half a tank. It's good practice to always stop off so you don't run out of fuel while on the road. That happened to me once many years ago when I was still new to the game. And ever since then I have the habit of always stopping off when I get down to about half a tank. Never run out of fuel on the road again ever since. Change to the left lane because we're going to turn left up ahead, and stick to the left because this is now the UK where they drive on the wrong side of the road. I'm just teasing you, British people. I love you. I have to say though, the first times that I drove on the UK here in the game, my brain nearly exploded. Clear, clear, clear. Always double check both sides to practice. And off we go. Oh hey, there's a gas station up ahead. I'm going to stop there for a moment. Is that on the left or the right side? It's on the left side. Okay, good. Is it? Yes, it is. Let's do a quick stop for fuel, and then we will resume our trip. Tank is full. Very good. Let's get out of here. Excuse me. No one seems to be coming. Let's go. Actually, there's no one here. Hey, let's play a little game. Let's count how many other players we find, we come by here in the UK while we are here. So far, we have only encountered one person, and this one person was leaving the train station along with us, and then they drove into another direction. So far, that's one person. Now I don't plan on sticking around for too long, but let's see how many people we see in the time that we are here. By the way, is it sunset or morning? It's morning. Good. Barbara! Happy Friday! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Wrong way. I mean, yes, technically I am driving on the well, technically not, but I can also say yes, I am driving on the wrong side of the road. It's just that over here it's not technically the wrong way, or at least not legally the wrong way. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I am driving the UK, guys. That's why I am on the left side here. There goes the truck. I like this paint job. See, and this is why I don't drive on camera number 8 for too long. Anyway, I like this paint job. I'm gonna keep using this paint job for a while. At least a few more months. And then I'll go back to my usual dragon paint job scheme. Because that paint job is freaking awesome. And I love it. If I had a truck in real life, maybe, and if I have the budget for that also, maybe I would do a paint job similar to what they have in the game. Now, would I paint my car with a dragon paint job like in the game? No. In real life, I would not do that. But a truck? Absolutely. Well, probably. But to be fair, I am biased to say this stuff because I do really like dragons. Man, dragons are so cool. And you know DAF? The truck brand, you know what DAF stands for? It totally stands for Dragons Are Fantastic. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Hopefully it's gonna be good. Because like I said earlier, last time I drove here in the UK, someone was driving the wrong way and almost crashed head on into me. It was a good thing that I noticed them and took evasive actions. Also, I drive here so little that even though my brain has already grown used to driving on the left side, like how can I explain it? Like, it doesn't struggle as much to, you know, I don't know how to explain. Point is, although my brain doesn't struggle as much anymore, if at all, with driving here on the left side of the road in the UK, I do have to every now and then give myself a reminder that I am driving in the United Kingdom, and therefore I have to stay on the left side of the road. Because sometimes the brain might shift back into automatic mode and therefore run the, let's say, the default programming that states that I should be on that side of the road. And I cannot allow that to happen. Not gonna lie, however, there was this one time, I think it was about 3 years ago, when leaving a company. I think, where was I? Actually, I think I was in Southampton, which is the city that I am going to right now. When leaving a company, Southampton, I completely blanked out and I forgot that I was in the UK. And I drove into the right side of the road, which of course put me in the wrong way. But I stopped at the traffic lights. Another guy drove by, honked at me. I think either honked or flashed their lights at me. And I was like, why are you honking or flashing your lights at me? What's wrong? And then I realized, hey, I'm in the wrong way. So I corrected myself immediately. Pressed F7. Actually, I didn't use F7. I loaded the save that I had inside of the company. But yeah, I was only in the wrong way for a few seconds. I realized it quickly. Southampton is coming up very soon. 18 minutes. Actually, we're about there. Slow down a little bit more. There we go. That's good. Now, although I don't really struggle with driving on the left side anymore, I do struggle a lot if I am driving a truck with the steering wheel on that side of it there. I remember there was a time when I got used to it and I didn't struggle as much, but I rarely ever use a truck like that. And I remember last time I used one of those, I had such a hard time not struggling. I'm not expressing myself very well, but what is, I had such a hard time driving with the wheel on the right side of the truck that, I kid you not, I actually got a headache. I actually got an actual headache, which went away when I switched back to a truck that has the wheel here on the left side. And mind you, I was driving in the UK as well, and I was struggling. Here we are. I told you this was going to be a very short trip. Hardest parking spot, of course. Although parking in prefabs like this one is super easy. And before I mess up. That would be embarrassing. But this here is not going to be difficult at all. Easy as she goes. Nice and easy. I'll straighten up the wheels. And there we go! Perfect parking first try. Job completed. Very good. Let's do a quick save real quick. Actually, let me drive out of this spot and then do a quick save. Okay, let's see. Where to next? I might still drive around the UK for a little while, maybe 1 or 2 more deliveries, and then back to Europe. Let's see what we have departing Southampton. We have something going to London. London is where my very first headquarters was located when I bought the game back in 2013. And then they added the possibility to change the city of your headquarters. So I moved to Dortmund. I think that was 2014 already. But then Dortmund became way too annoying, so I moved down to Montpellier in France somewhere. Yeah, there. I don't know if I pronounced this correctly. Montpellier? I don't speak baguette. We can go to London, Dover, Cambridge. What is this? Chemical sorbent. Wooden beams. Sugar. Swansea. Or you could go back straight back to Lille with more sheep wool. Now let's do. What should we do? If I take a cargo to Cambridge and I decide to head back to Europe from there, I'm most likely gonna have to take the ferry in Felixstowe, and that would take me to either Rotterdam. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say either Rotterdam or Amsterdam, but no, the only route is going to be Rotterdam. Yeah, that sounds good actually. Let's do this. If I decided to go back to Europe right then, we're gonna go back through Rotterdam. Now, question. I wasn't paying attention. Where am I picking up this? Is it here in Transinet? Let's see. Oh yes, it is right here in Transinet. Let's take the job. I'm not quite in the correct spot, so I might have to do a couple more maneuvers than I wouldn't otherwise have to. Or maybe not? No, actually I will. Like this, I am driving straight into that other trader there. Except not really, because this is a no collision zone, so that trader is not going to have a hitbox, I think. But I'd rather not. There we go, easy. That's quite alright. Follow the route to the target company. Very good. We will. I will. Hold on, where am I going to? Cambridge. Delivering this to Transinet as well. Very good. Let's go to Transinet. Why are my beacons still on? Mike, left side, left side. I almost made a turn into the right side of the road. And off we go. And still nobody around. Fun. Oh, what is that? A second person appeared? And there they go. Okay, so that's 2 people so far. You know, I actually could have taken a load, maybe should have taken a load to London, because we are going to be driving past London anyway. Could have made a quick stop there, and then headed to Cambridge. Oh, I haven't been here in so freaking long. And as I know, I just said shortly ago that the last time I drove in the UK, which was a few months ago, I had a thing. But I mean, in this exact area here, I haven't been here in forever. Okay, let's see, what is the ETA? 3 hours, 3 minutes? That is nothing. I estimate that in real time that should be roughly, let's see, about 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, it should be something like that. Not that I am actually counting time, I am not. Also, yes, I am speeding, even though normally I don't do this. But that's because I often feel bored when playing ETS2, so I just want to get done. I want to finish stuff already. It's automatic behavior, for the record. Also, I am always curious if someone will ever want to report me for hacking, quote-unquote hacking, because I am going over 110 kilometers an hour. Which I am not, to make it very clear. Those of you who don't know, I am staff, so I can go faster than the speed limit. I have been reported before, or at least I have been told that I was going to be, for using a police car. I was not logged as staff, and I had a police car. And the person, actually 2 people in fact, in 2 different locations. 3 people so far. In 2 different locations. They didn't know that I am staff. So they thought I was just a regular player who somehow managed to hack a police car to use around. So they said, "Oh my god, hacker, I'm going to report you." I found that so amusing. I did not tell them that I am staff, nor did I log in to have my name read, by the way. I was just like, okay. Careful here so I don't flip into another lane. By the way, I gotta change lanes now. 4 people! Wait, is that guy? Okay, for a second I thought that guy was in the wrong way. 4, 5. Whoa, 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 what the fudge? Did you guys see that? Hold on, I'm going to stop here briefly. What on earth? What are you doing, buddy? Well, guys, as I said, I'm gonna have to hide the game for a moment. One moment. Benji! Thank you for joining. Happy Friday! I hid the game momentarily because there's stuff happening here that you guys cannot publicly see. Just a moment. Okay, now I do this. And this, and now we can go back to the game. Switch this here back. Yes, you saw that. That's because I was doing, as they say, admin stuff. But since I don't have the streamer mode on for this stream, because I'm not supposed to be doing... Oops, I accidentally turned off the engine. I'm not supposed to be doing moderation today. I hid the game from you guys. So I put that there just to keep you entertained or something. I don't know. Oh man, how I wish we could drive a Ford Crown Victoria on ETS. Even more if it was a police one. That would be so fun, so much fun. Excuse me. You know, I would like to have a Ford Crown Vic in real life. But Ford didn't bring those here. Also, they would be super expensive for here anyway, so... Anyway, but if I could, I would have one. Vic, that would be fun too. I guess. But Vic is only police or taxi? Isn't like that? No, actually no. The Ford Crown Victoria, it was also sold to regular people. The reason why you know it's mostly to be just a taxi or a police car is because it was indeed used a lot by the police department and taxi fleets due to just how good the car is. You know? It was a good car, so they used it a lot. But regular people also bought the Crown Vic. Yeah, I love it too. It looks super cool. It is huge. I wonder how much fuel it must consume, but the car looks really good. And as far as I am aware, it is an actual good car too. One of the very last to have the body mounted on a chassis rather than having a unibody, like all cars are nowadays. Ford Explorer also, please. Yes, that's a very nice looking SUV as well. Although, if I'm honest, I still do prefer the Crown Vic. I don't know why. But yeah, if I could, I would have one in real life. We taking the next exit? It looks like we are. Yep, Suburban, FBI, huge SUV. I don't remember what that one looks like from memory, so I can't really tell. Now, you know a car that I also would like to have in real life, and this one, if I had the money to, I actually could buy here in my country. Look up pictures of the Chevrolet Opala, specifically the Diplomata one. That car is a car that I find to be so cool looking and pretty. That is one, yes, Opala, O-P-A-L-A. Specifically the Diplomata one, the Diplomata version, because the Opala had many different versions. That's a car that I like very much. However, it uses way too much fuel. It does not, it's a car that does not have a very good fuel efficiency, but man, does it look good. But yeah, that's a car that I would have in real life if I could. Not to drive around, well, every now and then, but not to daily drive, obviously, because as I said, it is not very fuel efficient. The classic Mustangs, they are very pretty, but I'm not sure I would like to have one of those. They're also super rare here, because Ford never officially sold those cars here. Yes, the Opala is an older car. I think they stopped producing that car. Well, when? I think it was 1993, 1992, probably. I could be remembering it wrong, but it was in the early 90s when they stopped making that car. I think they started in the 60s. Yes, they started in the 60s and stopped in the early 90s. Very good car. Terrible fuel efficiency, but very good car and looks really, really good. But yeah, terrible fuel efficiency. Which is funny because one of the ads that Chevrolet, very echo also. you bet. It's funny because one of the early commercials for the Opala that Chevrolet did, and I think it was back in the 60s, they said, and I quote their exact words, obviously translated into English, but the exact words on the commercial were, well, first let me see if I can remember what it is in Portuguese. Yes. Okay, quote, "Believe it or not, the Opala is an economic car," end quote. Like, are you kidding, Chevrolet? Oh, I am sliding around. This is bad. Like, are you serious, Chevrolet? The Opala? An economic car? Come on, man. If the Opala is an economic car, then Twitter does not have left people working for it. Anyway, fuel efficiency aside, it's a really good looking car. Wait, do I turn here? Yes. See what they did there. Yeah, the Opala is a very big car too. And it had engines with 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, and believe it or not, they even equipped the car with a V8. It was super powerful and sounds amazing. But like every rev you do with the engine, that's like a half a tank that goes. Of course, I am joking about that, but it does use a lot of fuel. Bladix, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Although I think it should be Saturday for you already. No, I'm not gonna go. There, I can't English. Well, maybe I actually should go to sleep after all. But it's just super early for me, Flame. It's only 8:05 p.m. But yeah, another car that I would like to have if I could would be a DeLorean. Actually, gonna be honest with you guys, I would like to have a little car collection. That would be nice. In my collection, I would like to have then Happy Saturday for Index. In my collection, I would like to have a Fiat Premio, which my family does have that. That's our daily driving, or our daily driver, sorry. I would like to have a Fiat Premio, 4 doors preferably, a Fiat 147. I would like to have a DeLorean, because of course I would. And I am messing up this. Excuse me. I would like to have the Opala Diplomata. Maybe an older Opala, one of the earliest ones as well. Like the SS. That's a very pretty looking one. What other car would I like to have in my collection? I would like to have the Opala Diplomata. I already said this one. The Ford Crown Victoria. I would like to have one. And I think there were another 2 more cars that I would like to have in my collection, but I cannot remember what they are right now. But yeah, it would not be a very big collection, just a few favorites, at least for starters. And the DeLorean that I would have in my collection, it would be original, no Back to the Future modification. But I would like to have one of those as well, so let's make it 2 DeLoreans in the collection. Excuse me. Apparently at work, so I can't really call it Happy Saturday. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, hope at least you have a good shift, Flynn. Hope you have a good shift. I do like the sound of the rain on the metal of the truck. The sound design that they did for this here, that's pretty nice. Okay, here we are, another perfect delivery. Excellent. Let's continue. Oh hey, the rain stopped. That's convenient. I thought I had turned off the wipers. Okay, let's stop here. And let's see what we have. Preferably going to Cambridge. Either, not Cambridge. We are in Cambridge. What am I saying? Either to Felixstowe or some city in England. Not England. The Europe? That's not what I meant to say. Somewhere in Europe. So departing from Cambridge, we have stuff going to London. We have something going directly to Felixstowe. Calais? Oh, hell no! Hell no! Calais can burn in hell for all I care. Not the real city, of course. Just the one in game. Grimsby. We could go there and then disembark in Denmark. In Esbjerg. I certainly just butchered the name of the city. But now, we go to Sheffield. Nah. Southampton. No, we have already been there. We could go to Lille, but we came from there. Swansea, that's here in the UK. Roscoff, that's in France. Is that France? Yes, that's France. Nah, let's not go there. Liège. Le Havre. No. Frankfurt. We could go to Frankfurt. Should be a good destination. Or to Bremen. It's going to be a longer trip. It looks like an okay route. Let me think. Honey or garlic? Honey is sweet, but garlic wards off vampires. So it's gonna make us safer. That is complete nonsense, but whatever. Let's take garlic to Bremen. Mike, drive on the left. We are still in the UK. No, red light. Excuse me. Well, this is gonna be a good opportunity for me to drink a little bit of water. Leaving already, Manji. This early. No problem. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed the little you saw here. Have a very good night of sleep. Sleep well. Have an awesome weekend and dream of dragons. It's always good to have you here. I saw you in the game earlier, by the way. 2 a.m. Yeah, early. It is early. From a certain point of view. Yes, I am, Flynn. I am. However, I am not logged in. Just driving around. Not doing moderation today. Only if I have to. Which unfortunately I had to. On the way here to Cambridge. Boy, I braked way too hard there. Unnecessarily. Also, I lost count of how many people we encountered so far in the UK. I know it's only a handful so far. Alright, here we are, a little farm. Cargo market. Yes. Garlic from Cambridge to Bremen. Or we could go to Geneva. No, that's way too far. Let's go to Bremen. Jeez, why jeez? Don't you get tired of it? Actually, no. Not gonna lie though, it is a demanding thing. But I like it. I like it. Actually, somehow I find it to be a little less demanding than GM work. Like, you know, game moderator work. Even though it actually isn't. But, I don't know, I like it. I'm comfortable in this position. I like it. Besides, I get to yell at people. Not really, guys, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, I do not yell at people. Only in real life and on Twitter. Which is one of the only reasons why I even have a Twitter account, because I hate social networks. The only reason I used my Twitter for is only a handful of things. One, look at some memes that get posted there. Two, look at some art that gets posted there, because some artists that I used to follow on DeviantArt, they moved over to Twitter because DeviantArt introduced Eclipse and that thing sucks. It's horrible. So they abandoned DA and went to Twitter. So that's the second reason why I use Twitter for. Third reason is to yell at companies, like somewhat literally. That's where I make some complaints every now and then. And how many was that? 3? Okay, number 4 is to occasionally post when I am going live on live streams, and that's about it. I don't use Twitter for anything else. I don't really follow. Well, I do follow some people. Like I said, I check art and memes, but other than that, I don't even follow anyone. Except for the president of my country, because he posts some important news every now and then. And memes as well, sometimes he memes. Which I find to be awesome. But actually earlier today he posted a meme as well. One using a scene from one of my favorite shows. But yeah, other than that I don't use social networks at all. Alright, and we are off. Okay, I just had to remember myself that I am still in the UK. Because I almost turned left into the right side there. I am in the UK, right? Yes, I am. Oof. You know that moment when you know you are doing the right thing, but at the same time you have doubts? So you have to confirm if you are right. Yeah, I just had a moment like that. It's not a good thing. It's definitely not a good feeling. Alright, let's see, what is the ETA? Excuse me, 16 hours. Which of course does include some time spent in the ferry. Also, by the way, my driver is gonna need to stop and sleep very soon. Does the driver rest when in the ferry? I don't remember if that's a thing. I hope it is, just so I don't have to stop at some rest stop. Not that stopping at one is going to be a problem. It isn't. It won't. Just too lazy to stop and rest. Ironically speaking, can you imagine being too tired, too lazy or tired to go to sleep? Actually, yes. Not only I can imagine, but I have done that before. It's such a weird thing. I don't know if you guys had moments like this, where you are feeling so tired, or just lazy, generally speaking, that you simply cannot bother to go to bed. You just want to stay wherever you are and just, you know? It's such a strange thing. Same thing goes for going into the kitchen, for example, and getting some food. Sometimes, even if I am super hungry, if I am feeling too tired or lazy to get up, to get off my tail and go get some food. Actually, I made a meme. I made a meme with a cat some time ago. I think the text read, that moment when you are so lazy that, oh my god, I can't remember. Actually, you know what? Let me find that meme. It's gonna be easier to show than to tell. Let's see. I am doing something that I do not advise you do. I am driving and looking for a meme on my other PC at the same time. I am obviously paying a way more attention to the road than to the screen on the other PC. But I think I'm actually going to stop, you know? Yeah, it's best if I stop. There's way too many memes on that folder there. I'll have to pay attention to that if I want to find it. Alright, let's see here. Stop real quick. Now I can look for that meme. Safely, anyway. Could be for. Let's see. I think I named that as Lazy Cat. Let's see, yes, it's a Lazy Cat. Here, let me put the other PC on the screen. And whoop. No! Crap! I accidentally ran an ad. That's not what I meant to do. I pressed the wrong button. I am sorry, everyone. I am sorry. I am sorry. I'm gonna have to wait until the ad plays. But anyway, for any of you who can hear and see through the ad or something, here's the meme that I was talking about. Yes, that's the one. When you are hungry but too lazy to go get food, I guess this is how I die. But yeah, here's the meme that I was talking about. And yeah, I did run an ad by accident. I pressed the wrong button on the deck. Oops, sorry. Alright, let's resume this trip here. Someone nearby is... Okay, someone's coming this way. Seems to be clear now, so let's go. All good. Turn off the beacons. And we're actually going to take this exit on the left here. Right, we are underway. How far are we from Felixstowe? Very close, actually. One hour into my shift and already one customer annoying my butt. I'm so sorry, Flindex. I never actually really worked in retail. I think you work in retail, right? Remind me if I am. Correct me if I am remembering this wrong. But yeah, I never really worked in retail. But many years ago, when I was working at a computer repair shop, although my job was that of a computer technician because that's my profession, therefore I would always be inside in the lab fixing and building computers and that sort of stuff. Sometimes I would have to serve customers at the counter, including sometimes making sales, like we to maybe sell a mouse or some hardware, that sort of stuff. And I do have to say, I don't like retail. That was a very little retail that I worked on, but it was enough to leave me with a little bit of a sour taste in the mouth. I did not really like it. Though to be fair, most of my interactions with clients at that shop, never really, where when I would serve them as a technician. So they would come, bring their computers. I would check with them what was wrong with the PC, bring it in, sometimes deliver it for clients when the computer was done, ready for delivery. So that was most of my interactions. And believe me, people people are super annoying and dumb. And that also was something that was actually the part of my job that I never liked. The retail itself, that was something that I didn't enjoy doing very much as well. I have to say though, I do have a few some fun stories from clients from that time when I worked at that place, and also after when I moved to another company. Man, people can be so stupid. Thankfully, I'm used to it by now. Doesn't really get annoying anymore. That is good. So it's not as much that you are actually not really getting as much annoyed. It's more like, I think, you learned to tolerate a little more. Because yeah, after a while at that job, being a computer technician in general anyway, I also have grown more accustomed, let's say, to dealing with people. So even though they still annoy me very much every now and then, or at least used to, because I'm currently unemployed. Sad face. But I mean, when you work on some stuff, you eventually learn to tolerate. And even if you get annoyed inside, you learn how can I say? What am I trying to explain here? I'm trying to find the words. You learn to be professional. I think that's what I'm trying to say. You learn to be professional about it. But 1 year, out of the other, that's the rule. Yeah, kind of like that as well. And besides, let's be honest. It's part of the job, really. The more your job demands you to deal with people, the more you have to... How can I say it? I'm kind of struggling to find the correct words. The more you basically have to train yourself to be professional. And after a while, it just happens naturally. Entra 100 num ouvido e sai no outro a 200. Yes, exactly, Flynn. Though to be honest, there are times with some people every now and then, they are just so annoying that they kind of escape that little rule. There are those. At least in my time, serving at the counter when I was working at a repair shop. There have always been those times when there was that one person that was just too much. Actually, even after that, because after that company, I went to work on another one where I was not working in a repair lab anymore, but I was still a computer repair shop. I was still working as a computer technician doing maintenance, but the difference is that I was working with other companies. I was doing maintenance for other companies. So whatever they needed, I would answer remotely first. If I could solve, I would do remote access to fix the problem if possible. If not, then I would drive to the company. So there was a lot more interacting with people during my time in that company. And most of the clients that I had at this time were very good people, easy to deal with. But there were so many ones who were such a pain in the butt. Wow, incredible. Not gonna lie, I kind of missed that somewhat. or maybe just miss the money. I don't know. Not that I was making good money, I wasn't. But yeah, I mean, it's stuff that you get annoyed at, even if you get used to it. And when you don't have it anymore, at least part of you kind of misses it, you know. I love when people threaten with stupid complaint. I give them the complaints book right away with no issues. Nice. I suddenly didn't want to write the complaint anymore. Nice, that is great. By the way, fun story. I almost got sued once when I was working at a repair shop. Want to know that story? It's an interesting one. The company itself actually got sued, but it was quote-unquote because of me, which was also, of course, nonsense. So what happened was, this guy came in one day with a laptop soaked wet in beer. I'm not joking. Literally, the guy dropped a whole mug of beer on the laptop. And his laptop was brand new too, if I recall correctly. But anyway, he dropped beer on the laptop. The laptop obviously stopped working, so he brought it in for repairs. And I was a technician who had to handle that situation. So I did what I obviously would do with any other computer or laptop in this case. Excuse me. First, I evaluated the situation, and well, to make the story short, I thought it could maybe be rescued and brought back to life. So we took it in. I disassembled the entire laptop, the whole thing. Every single screw was out. Every single board was out. RAM, the motherboard, the case, everything. I disassembled the entire thing completely, and I carefully cleaned everything. I also bathed every single part, including the case. You know the body of the laptop. I bathed those in I don't remember what kind of liquid I used for cleaning the hardware. Obviously it was not water. Water was only used for the case itself, you know, the plastic parts. But the actual hardware, the boards, I think I used either isopropyl alcohol. Yes, I think it was isopropyl alcohol. But anyway, I used a non-conductive liquid to clean the beer off the hardware. And after a few days of working on that laptop, cleaning everything, then letting it dry, I put everything back together, turned it on to test, and it worked! It worked flawlessly. Apart from the keyboard, which became a little sticky because of the beer. Why were my lights on? even though it was very usable. But yeah, it was working perfectly fine. So I gave the client a call, and they came in. I showed him the laptop working. He tested it on the counter, right in front of me, and said, "Yes, okay, everything's fine here." Paid, obviously, and he went away on his way with his laptop, his resurrected laptop. And I kid you not, exactly 3 days later, he came back with the exact same laptop, and guess what? The freaking thing was once again soaked wet in beer. Okay, I took it in once more, repeated all the cleaning process again, and once again, days after cleaning up and drying up, I put it back together, tested it, and it once again worked. The keyboard was a little stickier this time because beer, but it was working. He tested it, approved, and took it back home. And I think by now it was the end of that week, so I only saw that guy again like 4 or 5 days later, after the weekend. The point is, early on the week after, guess who showed up again at the shop with the same laptop? The same guy. And guess what the problem was? Beer on the laptop. So for the third time, the guy came in with his laptop completely soaked wet in beer. And in my mind, I was like, man, this laptop is oh god, this laptop is a warrior. I don't know for how many more times this laptop is going to survive these beer baths, but alright, whatever. I took it in all times. By the way, the laptop was not turning on when he brought it in. But anyway, he came in for the third time. Gemini, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday, or Saturday if it's already Saturday. Hello. So yeah, he came in for the third time with the same laptop. Again, for the third time, soaked wet in beer. Like, how can someone soak a laptop in beer so many times in such a short amount of time? You know? It's absurd. But anyway, I took it in, and once more, because I was a technician, the technician who had worked on that computer before, I was also the one who had to work on it again. So by that point, I was basically his mascot technician. So we took it in, and once more I disassembled the whole thing, cleaned it up, and after days of drying up, I put it back together and tested it, and guess what? This time it was dead. Unfortunately, the laptop went RIP. It did not survive a third bath. And solution: stop drinking beer in front of your laptop. Right? Just stop drinking altogether, maybe even. Like, I mean, if you are going to drop beer on your devices so often, then maybe you have a drinking problem. Come on, man. But anyway, is someone else use the engine brake? Oh, I use it all the time, Gemini. It's a very good thing. I use the engine brake in real life as well. It is a very good aid for braking, and besides, it makes the braking a lot smoother. But yeah, where was I? Right. So unfortunately, his laptop, which was still brand new, mind you, he had bought it like 2 or 3 weeks before the first time he dropped beer on it. It wasn't even a month old at that time. But yeah, unfortunately, it did not survive the third time being soaked wet in beer. So I gave him a call, gave him the bad news, told him that unfortunately there was nothing else I could do. And long story short, he was peeved, to say the least, and he blamed me for killing the laptop. He said, "No, but my laptop was working when I brought it in. You damaged my laptop. You're going to pay. You You have to buy me another one, that sort of stuff, you know. And he sued the company. He sued the company. I remember that I had to go with my boss to a hearing because of it. And I don't remember much of what else happened after that, but I do know that the judge ruled in favor of the company because, come on, let's be honest. You soaked your laptop 3 times in beer. You were lucky that the thing worked on the first 2 times. And to blame the technician for the laptop dying because you dropped beer on it? Come on, man. That's just stupid. So yeah, that's the time when the company I worked for got sued because, quote unquote, because of me. No, he lost the case, Flindix. The judge ruled in favor of the company. Because like I just said, come on, man. I can only imagine what might have gone through the judge's mind. He must have thought, are you serious? You dropped beer on your laptop 3 times and you are blaming this company here? Come on, no, you are losing this case. It does indeed prefer the way over the retarder. Also GG on the beer dude, right? But yeah, and also Gemini, I also use the retarder, but I also use the engine brake a lot more. You first use the engine brake to slow down, use the retarder if you need to slow even further or quicker, and then you apply the regular brakes. And if you need to emergency brake, then we use all the brakes. Wait, is that what you do in real life? Yes, in real life I am a computer technician, Gemini. I fix and build computers. Although not currently because unfortunately I am unemployed. But yeah, that's what I used to do for a living. And I say used to because, like I said, I am unemployed at the moment. But yeah. But yeah, that's the time when the company I worked for was sued because, quote unquote, me. This reminds me also of this other client once. There was no lawsuit involved, by the way. Just a complaint. This guy, he was one of those know-it-all kind of guys, you know. He was a very regular at the shop. And the shop that I worked at this time, what was during the period that this guy sold his laptop in beer, by the way. But anyway, that shop also sold some hardware parts, accessories, peripherals, you know, that sort of stuff. So we had this guy who was a regular on the store. He was always bringing in computers to fix. I think he had a cyber cafe also. So he was always around there, either bringing computers to fix, ask for tips, buy peripherals, that sort of stuff. Always fascinated with those dudes. You mean like IT people like me? It's a fun thing to do, I gotta say. I do love my job. It has its downsides, but I love my job. Where was I? So yeah, we had this regular guy, and once he bought a keyboard, and this was many years ago, by the way. Water-resistant keyboards were still a new thing around here, and my boss bought a bunch of those for sale. And for some reason he really liked to advertise that they were water resistant, and that's important. Take note of these 2 words: water resistant. Okay, keyword being resistant, not waterproof, water resistant. And also the box of the keyboard also stated water resistant, and that was one of the things that my boss would advertise when selling those keyboards. But anyway, this guy once came in. He bought a keyboard, one of those water-resistant ones. Other technicians, they are like computer gods without a book or Tom's hardware needed. Well, you would think that, but the truth is, we are basically just people who know how to use Google. I am obviously just kidding. It's not. It doesn't really go like that. No, we are not like gods. Come on, man. We just, I don't know. We just have experience. It is a fun job. Where was I? Oh yeah, so he bought the keyboard, the water-resistant keyboard. And we thought everything was fine. So he went home, and on the next day, or 2 days after, I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago. He came back complaining that the keyboard stopped working. And my boss was the one who sold him the keyboard, so he was also the one who to serve him and see what was wrong with the keyboard. I was just hearing the conversation from the lab. But anyway, so my boss brought the keyboard into the lab. He also allowed the client to come in to test. And I think he actually tested the keyboard on the computer that I was working on. So that's why I heard the story, because I saw it firsthand, really. Yes, that's what happened. He actually came in and asked me to plug the keyboard in. Test. Yeah, that's what happened. So they tested the keyboard, and the keyboard indeed, it was not working. I mean, it would turn on. If you pressed keys, the key presses would register, except that a lot of key presses would not register. Some others would register the wrong input. So, you know, the keyboard was all messed up. It was not working how it should work. But here's the funny thing. At one moment, I was doing the test, but at one moment my boss decided to pick the keyboard up for some reason. And when he did so, I don't know for what reason, he decided to turn the keyboard around, like upside down. And I kid you not, water actually poured out of the keyboard. Like a little string of water dripped out. And my boss and I were like, what the hell? And my boss questioned the client, why is it dripping water? What happened? And the client said, I don't remember his exact words, but it was something along the lines, oh, you told me it was waterproof, so I decided to test it. And I took a glass of water and poured on the keyboard. And I think my boss and I stood there for like half a minute in complete silence. I think we glanced at each other for a moment, probably held back a laugh. And then my boss looked back at the client and said, you poured water on the keyboard? Why? And the client answered, well, to test, you told me it was waterproof. I wanted to test, you know? And my boss, I think at this point, I think I cut in. And I think I was the one to say, excuse me, this keyboard is not waterproof, it is water resistant. Like, if you spill a little bit of water on it, it should be fine, but not if you pour water on it. And I even make a comparison with a car, saying like, you know, like how a car is water resistant, you can drive it in the rain and it's gonna be fine. But if you drive into a lake, the car is just gonna die, you know, it's the same thing. And I don't remember what my boss said, but I remember he picked up the box of the same keyboard model, another one that we had for sale there. And he explained, no, I didn't say it was waterproof. I said it was water resistant. It even says here in the box, and he pointed to the phrase on the box, and he confirmed what I was saying. And he said, and yeah, like Mike said, if you pour water on it, it's gonna stop working, you know. And another interesting thing is that the guy, he wanted us to give him another keyboard as a replacement for free, because that one stopped working, seemingly because it wasn't waterproof. But I mean, yes, it wasn't waterproof, it was water resistant. We never saw that as waterproof. Like, how stupid do you have to be to pour water on an electronic device that isn't waterproof? And I'm gonna be honest, and now this is just me speaking in personal in personal terms. If I had something that is actually waterproof, even so, I would still not dare to pour water on the thing, or to put it underwater, you know. Even if it stop. Even if it is actually waterproof, I would not dare do that. Oh man, I remember this all the time as well, and I just heard this case here because I was nearby. A colleague of mine at the shop, the same shop also. He's the one who served this other client once. I would never test even if it was waterproof. Exactly, Flintex, exactly. Even if it says on the box waterproof, I would still not dare to put it to the test. I would just take its word for it and hope I would be able to feel safe enough going out in the rain if necessary with the thing, but not actually pouring water on the thing. But yeah, so there was this other client once. He wanted to make an upgrade on his computer. He wanted to upgrade his hard drive for a higher capacity one, except he didn't really word it like that. Remember the conversation he had with my colleague was something like, "Hey, I'm running out of space. I have this error message saying that I don't have enough space in the computer. Can I get a more space?" And my colleague questioned him. I'm trying to remember what were the actual words, but I can't. But it was something along the lines of, "Oh, so you want to upgrade your hard drive? You want one a bigger capacity one?" And the client obviously agreed with, and they were at the counter, by the way. So now this is the fun part. My colleague asked him. Colleague asked him, "How big is your hard drive?" Those were his exact words that I remember much. "How big is your hard drive?" I was working on a computer inside the lab, and this lab, it had a wall that separated the lab itself from the entrance counter, and there was a window that only people on the inside of the lab could see what was happening outside. I mean, and clients at the front would not be able to see inside the lab through this window. So I was working on a computer right next to this window, so I could hear everything and even see if I looked through the window. And sometimes I would glance outside of the window. I would never test, and no, we all know how much manufacturers lie. Yes, that's one of the reasons why I would never put that to the test, Lindex. Who knows how truthful those words would be, especially if it is something made in China. But anyway, back to the story. So my colleague asked with these exact words, "How big is your hard drive?" Why is my truck not driving? There we go. "How big is your hard drive?" The client made like half a minute of silence. He looked down at his hands, and you know when someone asks you how big something is, like a fish for example, and you say, "Oh, it was this big," and you gesture with your hands to give the person an idea of the size of said fish. Yeah, my colleague asked how big his hard drive was. He made a moment of silence, looked down at his hands, and gestured with his hands, and then he said, these are the exact words he used: "This big." He gestured the size of the hard drive, like the actual size of the actual hard drive itself, the physical size of the hard drive, the hardware. And he said, "It's this big." I kid you not. I was holding back a laughter so hard because I could laugh all I wanted. The problem is, if the client would hear me, because he could. Everything that if I could hear the client through that little wall and window, the client could hear me as well. So I had to hold back a laughter so that he would not hear. But I was fine because I could still gesture and smile, grin, all I wanted because the client would not see that. I just could not make a noise. My colleague, on the other hand, oh, that poor man, that poor soul. I looked through the window. He was struggling so hard not to laugh his ass off. He tried to hold back his laughter. The most he could do was not to actually laugh out loud because he could not hold it. He had to duck behind the counter with a huge smile and turn his face away. Oh man, I wish I had footage from the security camera of that day. Oh man, it was amazing. And he after he managed to regain his composure, he then explained to the client with some laughter in his voice, obviously, because he was trying to hold it back, but he was also trying to be professional and respectful to the client because, I mean, come on, nobody can know everything, obviously. And that man, he was obviously a person who, actually, I think he did say he lived on the countryside. But anyway, he was a simple man. He didn't know much about computers, so no blame on him. But yeah, so my colleague tried to explain to him, and he said, "No, sir. What I meant by how big your hard drive is I meant how many gigabytes it has in its capacity." And then he picked another hard drive that was there for sale, and he showed it here, like, see on the label here it says 40 gigabytes. And then he explained to the man, and the man understood. And I think the man also laughed a little bit in embarrassment because he guessed the size of the hard drive. Oh, it was a good day. I miss things like that. Oh man, but yeah, I have so many stories that like that. Good times, good times. Okay, let's make a quick stop at the repair shop. Hold on a second, where the fudge is the repair shop? Should have checked the map. Let me turn here because this is clearly leaving town. Let's do a quick stop at the repair shop and then pick another load going somewhere here in Europe. But yeah, going back to what you said earlier, Phoenix, and we all know how much manufacturers lie. Yes, in response to that I said, especially if it is made in China. For the record, what I meant by that, because I know almost everything nowadays is made in China, but what I mean by that is when you buy something from a less reputable brand or an actual knockoff, and you know how much those the boxes of those things usually lie. So yeah, if it says waterproof, I'm just gonna take your word for it. I'm not gonna test it. Let's turn here. I actually don't know where the repair shop is. Where is the repair shop? I should check the map. Okay, it's there. 4 days ago, I had a customer pay 18 euros with a 500 euros note. An elected politician. Like, it was your customer was a politician that was elected, and he tried to pay 18 bucks using a 500 bill. Is that it? I hope the bill was at least real. But I mean, seriously, pay 18 bucks with the 500 bill? Come on, man. Either the guy was just way too snob, or he was just flexing like, I am rich now. Look, I can pay for this with a 500 bill, and I am a politician. I am important. You have to serve me, you know. Yes. Which, by the way, guys, If you ever come across a situation where an elected politician acts as if you are less than them, as if you have to serve them, do bear in mind that is not true. The politician is the one who has to serve you because you pay his salary. You pay his salary. You are his boss. He works for you. Okay? He's the one who has to pay respect to you. He's the one who's there to serve you. You are the one paying for his expenses with your money that you pay with your taxes. So bear that in mind. We don't have change for that. Yeah, I mean, what was he expecting? Well, I mean, I know what he was expecting, but come on, really? Realistically speaking, no one's gonna have change for 500 bill. Although I do have to say, if someday you ever have clinics, if you ever have enough coins for such a huge change, and you are confident that your boss is not gonna yell at you, I'm not saying to do it, but you could maybe consider giving the change in quarters, in coins. And not like use €1 coin for every single euro. Like if you have to give a 400 change, you give 400 coins. No, like take the smallest amount, the smallest valued coins, like 5 cents coins, 1 cent coins, 10 cents coins, and gather enough of them so they total the amount that you have to pay back as change. Actually, I think there was a case here in Brazil. I think it was on the news. Yes, it was. I don't remember if it was a shop, a supermarket. It was something like that. But someone tried to pay. Actually, no. It wasn't a fine, a car parking ticket. The guy was so salty because he got that fine that he paid the fine using only coins, and he actually came to where he should go to pay with a huge bag of coins and said, "Here's your money." And they actually had to count the coins. Oh, hilarious. If I could, I probably would do something like that. Preferably if I am the boss. Just to be on the safer side, you know. But alright. I completely forgot what I was doing here. Okay, so I just fixed the truck. Wait, did I fix the truck? I completely forgot. I was distracted. Yes, I did fix the truck. Okay, I fixed the truck. Let's see. Let's make another delivery. I think I still have time for one more at least. So we are in Bremen. Let's see, from here, Hamburg is too close. Dortmund, I used to have my headquarters in there. There's a legal limit for the amount of coins someone can pay and give back in change. 50 coins. Really? I wonder if Brazil has a law like that. Actually, I don't actually know. I should look it up, maybe. Maybe. So we can take potatoes to Dortmund. Or we can take sheep wool to Rostock. Smoked spreads to Dusseldorf. Straw bales to Dusseldorf. For some reason, I do feel like going to Dusseldorf. Let's see if there's anything more interesting. Peas. We have peas to Dusseldorf. More straw bales. Carrots to Castle. Okay, we don't have any more stuff to Dusseldorf here. So basically, we have straw bales and peas and used plastic and potatoes to Bremen to prevent such abuses. That is a very fair law, I would say. Oh no, this is going to Amsterdam, not Dusseldorf. What am I saying? Are Spratz fish? Oh yes, it is fish. Well, I like to eat meat. Tuna is a very tasty fish, and this is fish. So let's take fish to Düsseldorf. Plus, that elected politician was just lucky the big boss was there. He's only there only 5 hours a week. So did that politician call for your boss? Because if he did, then you should not vote for him anymore. Unless he actually does a better job. As his job. He's what am I trying to say? Unless he actually does proper work as a politician rather than being good at interacting with people. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I hope what I'm trying to say makes sense. But anyway. Oh my god, he called for your boss. Hey, I want to speak to your manager. Hey, manager, fire this person. He does not want to give me change for my 500 bill. I am a politician, you have to respect me. Awful kind of people. Oh, this truck is heavy. Wait, this truck is not heavy, it's empty. What am I saying? But yeah, people like that, awful people. And again, guys, remember, politicians, elected politicians, they are there to serve you, not you to serve them. You pay their salary. They owe respect to you. Even if you didn't vote for them, your tax money pays their salary. So therefore, they work for you. Oh, hello, person. No, she didn't use the politician card, to be frank. Oh, that's better. Well, not as bad at least. That's alright, just a bit cocky. Alright, fair enough. I just don't appreciate the fact that she called for your boss. Like, come on, man. Or woman, in this case. Use a little bit of common sense. Jeez. Having said that, I just remembered I actually do have a little bag of coins. Change that I accumulate over time, I usually put them all inside this little bag. It's actually very heavy already. I have no idea how much money there's in there. I should count that sometime. Yeah, maybe that's something that I should do someday when I am feeling super bored. I can't believe there's more than 50 bucks in that bag. Alright, and off we go. Going to... Where are we going to again? Düsseldorf. Yeah, 50 reais, that's my currency. Oh, are you correcting me just because I said 50 bucks? Oh, come on, Flindex. That's, okay, let me rephrase that. What was the exact phrasing that I used? Right. I don't believe that there's any more than 50 Brazilian bucks inside that bag. They are better, Flindex? But yeah. And yes, definitely, 50 reais is nowhere near $50. Actually, the dollar has been dropping quite a lot lately, thanks to the current government attracting new investment. On one hand, that is amazingly good for the economy, but on the other hand, it's bad for me because occasionally when I do get commission orders or money on Twitch, donations, that sort of stuff, I get paid in dollars, so the higher the dollar, the better for me. Kinda. Actually, I'm curious now, how much is $1 right now? Let me ask my phone. 1 Brazilian real to dollar.
1 Brazilian real equals 18 cents.
Actually, I meant to ask the other way around. $1 to Brazilian real. $1 to Brazilian real.
$1 equals 5 Brazilian reals and 50 centavos.
Okay, so 550. That's how much $1 is worth in my currency. By the way, did the music stop? I don't hear the music anymore. So more than 5 times. Yes, more than 5 times currently. And that is one of the reasons why everything is so expensive here. Well, more specifically speaking, computers, video games, electronics in general. Actually, not just usually 5 times more expensive, but often like 6 to 7 times more expensive. Of course, it sometimes does depend on the kind of product, because you also have to consider the local taxes. But yeah, worth a little over 5 times. And that is why I said, when the dollar is high, it is good to get paid in dollars in here, because then that gets converted into more money. Which, to be honest, it is a little bit relative, but yeah. Now, for the economy itself, it is best when the dollar is lower. One USD was exactly the same as €1 a few days ago. I heard about that. That was so weird, because if I recall correctly, and correct me if I am wrong, but if I recall correctly, the usual is that the euro is like $1. I mean, €1 is usually, most of the time, is usually worth like $2, nearly $3, I think, right? That was weird. But like, did the euro became weaker, or was the dollar that changed? I didn't look into that, so I don't really know which currency was the one to lose value there. Yeah, the euro is always usually more valuable, but that's what I'm asking. Did the euro lose value, or did the dollar gain value? Because as far as I am informed, the dollar has been losing value. Thanks, Biden. Not sure what happened. Yeah, well, regardless of what happened, that's a strange thing. Because all my life, I've always seen the euro being worth more than the dollar. Now I'm curious, how many reais is €1? Let me ask my phone. €1 to Brazilian real.
I found this on the web.
That's not what I asked Google. €1 to Brazilian real.
€1 equals 5 Brazilian reals and 61 centavos.
That's only 11 cents more than the dollar. What? Last time I checked, I think the €1 equaled, I think, almost 8 reais. Dude, what's happening to the euro? What is happening there? Okay, I think it is safe to say that the euro actually lost value, because the real is doing its thing. It's still doing its thing the way it has always been. I know for a fact that the real has been gaining value lately. So the euro must be losing value for some reason. That is so strange. Now, I do remember there was one time in history, and I lived through that time, where $1 was equal to 1 real. Yes, that time existed. Don't tip over. Oh my god. Slow down, Mike. What a miracle, an European truck not tipping over when going fast. What is this world that we are living in? Oh, that's why it didn't tip over, because the euro is doing weird things, losing value and all. So it's weird times. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just mumbling. Oh my god! The Phoenix, how dare you watch TikToks over Mike Dragon on Twitch? Come on, man! How insulting. I'm just kidding. You go, Flynn, have fun there. And thank you, as always, thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope you enjoy the Lyris out here. It's always good to have you here around. To have you here around, what? English, please. It's always good to have you around. Have a great shift. I mean, have a good shift. Have a great shift. Or whatever's left of your shift, and have an awesome weekend and a great night as well. Rest well when you get back from work, sleep well, and dream of dragons, my friend. It's always good to see you. Have a good one. I am glad you enjoyed. But yeah, have a good one and dream of dragons. That's an order. Oh man, but yeah, it's so strange to see the euro losing value. Wait a second, where the hell am I? I am not where I think I am I? You know what, I am not going to check the map to confirm, but I'm pretty sure, I should have checked the route on the GPS before departing, but I'm pretty sure I am where I said I would not go to for free willingly. And if I really am where I am, thank you, Flynn. If I really am where I think I am, for the record, I got here for the single reason of distraction, because I did not pay attention to where I was going. Oh, please don't be... I am not going to check on the map where I am. I am not even going to look at that side. Oh, okay, I actually have to look at the road here, but I'm not going to look at what those traffic signs say. Because if I really am where I think I am gonna have to take a shower with alcohol and fire. And probably burn this truck. I'm going to have to take a shower with alcohol, fire, and holy water. And burn the truck. Wait, to turn here? No. Alright, here's where I turn. Okay, so far so good. An eventful journey through that place. It looks like we're taking an exit on the left, so I'm gonna change lanes. By the way, guys, not exactly related, but somewhat related at the same time. Did you know Brazil is currently on the way to have one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, gasoline prices in the world? And mind you, gasoline here is still expensive, but the government has been working hard and have been successfully managing to drop the price of gasoline and other important goods as well. And they have accomplished that by cutting taxes. Would you believe that? The government actually cutting taxes. It's incredible, but yeah, the gas prices have been dropping a lot here lately, which is great because it was so freaking expensive. And yeah, it's very, very good. And it also helps that the Brazilian real has been gaining value lately as well. So all in all, the economy has been recovering very nicely after the pandemic. I now just need a job. Alright, where are we? We are nearing Dusseldorf. Our final destination for today's stream. And here we are, Dusseldorf. There do be people here. Alright, where am I delivering to? This company? Very well. Let's pick this one and we deliver right there. Can I do this here in one go, like I did earlier? I can, it's only a matter if I will. I seem to have a good angle. Nice and easy. So far so good. There we go! Perfect! In one single go. Perfect parking. Yes! Come on, deliver. I thought I pressed enter already. Alright. That is done. Let's go to the repair shop. Fix up the truck in case it does need any fixing, and then I'm going to actually park there and make a save there. Hold on a second. Where is the repair shop? Okay, it's to my right. Oh, it's actually right there. Straight ahead. Straight ahead to the right. Oh, red lights. Wait, are my lights on? Why are my lights on? Driving around like an idiot with the lights needlessly turned on. It's because of the area that I drove through, you know. It's contagious. I'm not going to explain myself, not going to go into details on that. Let's just leave it at that. Alright, here we are, the repair shop. Why is that axle dropped? I thought I had lifted that. And fix everything. And let's go forward, actually. I'm going to park right there, but just because there's a sleeping area. But I am gonna have my truck take all the spots. It is an ACC zone anyway, so whatever. It's easy. Now turn this way. Now turn to the right. I might have turned a little too late. I'm not entirely sure how close I am to the wall back there. Should probably go forward so I can see on this side. I can see more easily on this side, I should say. Also, I'm going to keep the route advisor open, although I hate having this thing on the screen, just so I can see if I am on the rest stop or not. Because I want to keep the truck on the actual rest stop. And if I go too far, I'm gonna be out of it. Not sure how close I am to that. Whatever, I'm just going to use camera number 2. I want to stop closer to the curb. I can do this without camera number 2, with only camera number 1. It's just going to take a little longer. I don't want to take too long. Also, I don't want to hit my tail on the railing back there. Because come on, I just fixed the truck. Alright, let's go forward just a little bit. Actually, I would like to be a little closer to that light post. Yeah, let's be a little closer to that. So turn to the right. Straighten up. Let the trailer go to that side. Now turn left. And all the way to the left. Now back to the right. Now forward. Now back again. But keep the wheels straight. There we go. Oh, I'm outside. See how the route advisor changed to the map? That's because I am no longer on the rest stop. Now I am. There we go, that's what I want. Back to the cabin, turn off the route advisor and sleep. And guys, this is where I'm gonna end the stream today because it is starting to get a bit late. I am hungry, I have not had any food today yet for some reason. Let me make a save here and remind you guys that I stream every week. On Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I play American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and a different game every Friday, also at 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Sundays, I do it live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, you might be wondering, Mike, if you play ATS and ETS2 on Wednesdays, why are you doing it on Friday today? That's because this week I made an exception. I swapped the Gaming Friday and the WedTruckSim around. I was actually going to play Stray today and would have played the Euro Truck on Wednesday, but I could not contain myself and I just had to play the cat game. So I shifted the Wednesday stream to today and brought the Friday stream to the Wednesday. But next week it's going to be the regular programming, where we have Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator or some other trucking game on Wednesday specifically, and a different game on Friday. Actually, I don't know what game I'm going to be playing next Friday. Probably Stray, or maybe not. Which, by the way, maybe I play Stray again tomorrow. Yeah, continue the story. I really want to keep playing that game. It's super fun. So yeah, maybe look forward to Cat Game tomorrow. I don't know well the time, but if you follow me on DeviantArt or Twitter or even TruckersMP, then you will catch announcements if I am going live tomorrow to play more Stray, because that game is so much fun. That cat's super cute. But anyway, Those are the times I stream on: Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. I have a Discord server available. It's called Dragon Realms. If you would like to join, there is a link below the stream that you can click on to join the server. However, for the moment, only members of the art group Dragon Realms over at DeviantArt and subscribers to the channel here on Twitch, only those are able to join the server. But I will be opening the server to the general public in the near future, so anyone can join at any given time if they wish. When, however, I don't know yet. It's just gonna be soon TM. But yeah, if you are a subscriber or a member of the art group, click the link below the stream if you would like to join the server. If the link doesn't work for some reason, I have been told once or twice that the link isn't working. It was working last time I checked, but sometimes apparently it breaks. But anyway, if you try to use it and it doesn't work, then you can message me on DeviantArt or on Twitter, and I will send you a link directly through there. My name on DeviantArt is here on the top of the screen. It's Mike_Dragon, and on Twitter it is @_MikeDragon. So that's gonna be it for today, my friends. Thank you all so much for joining the stream today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. It's always a blast having you here. I love it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for joining. I wish you all an awesome weekend, and may the week after this weekend be a better one than this week has been. And yeah, that's it. Until we meet again on the next stream, God bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. Have a very good night. Sleep well, and as always, dream of dragons. Have a very good one, my friends. Bye-bye!
Some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find new feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't turn up. Don't bet on taking trips because they'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I will not let that my opinion of such enough. Bet on sinking chips because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fact that if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the show. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion. Stipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at their foes. Cling against the torment claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just go. Don't wait or play to indecision. Don't bet on taking trips because you've got to be more grand. You've got to think ahead and carry out the things you've